So when we're EQing a kick drum, there's a few areas that we always want to be mindful of. There is kind of our, just show you here on this, there's kind of this whole subby area down here. That's what we call, anywhere between 50 hertz and 100 hertz. That's like our punch. That's like, the sub, the bottom, all that kind of stuff. And then as we move further up the spectrum, we've got around 100, between 100 and 250. That's where like kind of our fullness of our actual sound comes in. You do have to be mindful around like the 250 to 400 area. That's going to be kind of where some hollowness and really a lot of like low-mid information that can kind of cloud up your kick drum is going to be at. And then we've got further up, we've got, let me move to a different thing here. Up here around like between the 2K and the 5K area, that's where all our attack kind of lives. All right, so I'm going to go ahead. We've got a kick drum that we've got recorded here, and we want, I'm just going to show you how I would EQ this. Naturally, I'm inside our Conway campus, and my room might sound a little different, so it's not like you can just paste this EQ on yours, but it'll at least give you some idea on where we're going with this. So here we go. We've got this. All right. So immediately I kind of notice already there's a lot of just, there's a lot of like muddiness and fullness that's just a little too much in there. And that's going to be, so I'm going to go to my low-mid spectrum here. I'm going to kind of boost till I find that area. I feel like it's right around in this area, 175 or so. And I'm going to cut there. And you'll notice kind of cleans up the sound a little bit. If you go too drastic, you kind of lose a little too much information. All right, and then I feel like on top of that, there's going to be kind of some in this hollowness area around, let's see what we can find here. I hear that knocky sound. We're going to go to about 500. I'm going to cut there a little bit. All right. And then lastly, in the room here, it feels like it's pretty like subby. Sometimes you might need to boost the subs. Sometimes you might need to cut them. Today, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the subs a little bit. And actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to change my shape. So right now we're in like a bell shape. And what I want to do is I'm going to change it to more of a shelf. So I'm going to do that by punching the shape button. It's going to immediately switch to a shelf. You can see here, it's now a shelf. So I'm going to kind of cut a little bit of that low end out of there. Like that. The last thing to be mindful of with your kick drum is that attack. So we're going to just kind of give a wide cue here. And it's going to be kind of a, if you hear that attack come in, we're going to cut that a little bit just as we move through the set. For a fast song, we probably want to give a little bit more attack. But then for a slow song, as we move through the set, we might cut back that attack a little bit. So, here's our kick drum before. And here's our kick drum after our EQ. All right.